Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Let's see. What were we doing yesterday? Yes, we were trying to solve a murder.
Yeah, it's a murder case game, not case.
She. Well, I mean, we did get horribly distracted.
Oh,
Yeah, I tried to grab a coat and we ended up skipping a couple of puzzles. And then So I've got to go back to that. It's all kind of weird. Okay. Ba-doo. Where's my mouse? 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 Okay, there it is.
hope your butt.
Oh, what the?
Definitely up your butt.
Why is everything flashing? Game, why are you flashing? Oh, because you're.
Do you still have your controller plugged in?
Yeah, I was gonna say you're trying to give me control of things, aren't you? Okay, so yeah, look at all these aspects of the self. Every single one of them talks to you.
Ooh.
Yeah, I didn't know what to specialize in, so I just went 3 points into everything. Probably will change that if I do a second playthrough. But right now I've got some extra skill points in logic, physical activity, and working with tools. And yes, this is me. A very, very... Well, he drank himself into such an oblivion that even he forgot his own name and the fact that he's a policeman. So my character literally knows as little as I do.
Ooh. As long as you have fun, dear.
I know. Did I talk to you? I can't remember. Let's find out.
Can I help you?
Oh my god.
Nope, okay. Oh, what have you noticed? Dishes are drying. Aha, let's go talk to this man.
A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be the Whirling's cook.
Okay.
That's the voice I was
He
expecting.
nods toward the table.
That's the narrator voice.
Foreign language. The only
Yeah, but still
words
not
you can
not
make
the
out
voice I was
are
expecting for the narrator.
No. And yeah, we're in such a weird future mishmash world. It's like I think we're in France because lots of the things are named like that, but then I don't know because it's named something else, and it's all kinds of weird.
It must be his name. Garanzi.
It's so weird, then why are you still playing it? No, I'm
Sounds
joking.
Because it's an intriguing weird.
Yes, I was joking, little buddy.
I know. Oh damn it! I failed a passive check.
God, now it's just sounding like D&D.
Oh, yeah, it will give you things to roll, and you will need to roll 2 die, and it will basically tell you success or fail, depending on your current stats and or outfit.
Disadvantage and advantage rolls.
Yeah. Well, if you try and like pick something, and it's like you have the tool in your bag, not in your hand, -10, because obviously, well, you need to have the tool, you idiot. You can do it, but it'll still be hard.
The man puts his cup down and replies something. His left hand draws.
Again, that just sounds like
in the
D&D
air.
with extra steps.
Pretty much. Watching the borscht.
The man says a couple of sentences in that strange language of his, and then seems to wait for you to speak.
No habla español?
Just one word. Sounds quizzical. Then he awaits your answer with his brow arched.
No habla Norse.
Borscht need more vodka?
Okay, so it's vodka that keeps the men happy and in good spirits. Clever move by the Union.
This is our partner, Kim. He is our okay, I'm an actual policeman, so I'm gonna walk you through this. It's alright, buddy. Because the actual start of the game is oh, you good? You like that there for a sec?
I said he looks like a nerd. Not the fun kind.
No, he is a very by the books kind of guy.
Of course, vodka. Now that makes a very, very special borscht indeed. Turn it up
Worst kind
and
of
then offer some yourself.
Electrochemistry, we have talked about this. I threatened to take you to HR yesterday. Just calm down. We're doing a proper run. If I play it again, then we'll be incredibly self-destructive. We need to have some minor faculties at the moment. Stop it.
Turning it up seems like a dangerous
Because
idea.
you just sound like me
Honestly,
talking to myself.
The place is a gallery.
Okay, so do we put more vodka, less vodka, or the same vodka in the soup that's going to the striking Union men that we think already killed people? I'm just going to let you stay as is.
The cook gives you a long, inspecting look, then shrugs too, and seems to wait for you to speak.
What did you say?
I feel like these are one of those, I feel like these are one of those evaluation things.
Oh, what? Like at the end of the game, the game will give you a self-diagnosis.
Yeah, or it's like, oh, you made this choice. That means you're like 10% psychopath or some shit like that.
I think at some point our inner monologues do have this conversation to be like, right, we've had some time to figure out who we are. Have we figured out what kind of person we are? Because we literally wake up completely kashnickered. It's like the brain is just like, this is a nice nothing. Wait, why am I hearing things? Why am I smelling things? Oh God, life is coming back.
The mention of manana gets his attention. He smiles and delivers a whole slew of unfamiliar words and lively gestures. Then he falls silent again.
Okay, well, I'd say he is excited about
You
what we're
see
talking about.
a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue. You immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue is for mystery.
Ah, yes, Inland Empire. To my understanding, that's basically sense of self. They're kind of weird on what some of these are.
The door does not budge.
Wonder where it
You
goes.
do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads?
I mean, yeah, we need to check every inch of this place, you know, for clues.
Yes. I suppose it's worth seeing if we can get in. Just to be thorough. As a side investigation.
Yeah, like I said, he's very by the books, and I'm very. But I want a party. The door and the main investigation will merge
To be
into.
fair, that's
You first.
you continue. Your
Oh,
strength continue.
yeah.
It's up.
Yeah, will merge into a stereo investigation. No, the door is a mega investigation. Yes, a mini side investigation. No, stereo
If
investigation.
you say so. Gart is the person to ask about this. The cafeteria manager.
The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The stainless steel door is flush with its frame on every side. Old cobalt paint, rough on the fingers. 40,
feel like it's
50
more
years since this
French.
was painted, maybe.
With the accents.
Oh, absolutely. Like I said, there's a big feeling of French influence on this.
Can I help you? What thing?
There's a mysterious blue door. Where's it go?
Oh, yes, that door, sure.
Nobody
There's nothing
knows.
mysterious about it. It's just a door.
Well, what's behind it? You gotta tell me.
No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there.
The
I
artistic
don't care
anticipation.
either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just a frick warehouse, probably. Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust. Junk and dust.
You don't sound very convinced that you don't care what's behind that door.
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing.
Come on, buddy. You want to know, right?
Fine, okay, a little. But my job doesn't leave me
Dad,
time
if you
for
stab
wondering
yourself
about
in the butt,
one locked
I'm not
door
gonna feel
in
bad.
one of the cafeterias I manage.
I'm sorry. What?
I have a pair of scissors on my desk, and she keeps walking around them, and I'm worried that she's gonna fall and like stab herself accidentally.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
So, I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though, after the animals. And I haven't found a key, so good luck with that. What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
Yes, thank you, reaction speed. I realize that. So, did he just give us carte blanche to try and open the door? I think he did. We have crowbar. Mystery locked door, meet my crowbar.
You see a heavy steel door with a... The door does not budge.
Lame. Wanted to use my crowbar.
You can't crowbar everything, Kez.
It's a locked metal door. If that's not the thing you should be using a crowbar on, I don't know what is.
No, you should be using bolt cutters.
Wrong kind of lock. But I do have bolt cutters. Ah, yes.
Or take pliers and ply them apart and open the lock.
Yes, say yes. Let's go deal with the gremlin again.
But I am the only gremlin.
Look, see? It's the fucking war pig! Try not to knock yourself out.
I mean, he looks like a reject from like the box trolls or something. Tell me I'm wrong.
No, you're not. You're not. God.
You belittled yourself before the Kuno. Now you must seek his forgiveness.
No.
Whoa,
I ain't
whoa!
seeking shit.
What's this psycho shit? You're gonna pretend like nothing happened?
I'm not going to be ordered around by knockoff Dennis the Menace. In fact, you're not even that. You are literally Ginger Megs. That's the Australian Dennis the Menace.
He's trying to forget it, Kuno. Don't let him forget it just like that.
Reminisce with Kuno. First, you tried to fiddle this.
No, I
Punch
didn't.
yourself in the face. What was
No,
all
I didn't.
that?
You made that shit up, and I tried to punch you and missed. Trying to punch you and missing and punching myself in the face are two different things. I may be drunk, but I'm not stupid. Only incompetent. There's a mild difference.
Yeah, Kuno, what was that?
How are you gonna make Kuno forget that shit, huh?
I mean, I know of some tasty amphetamines in the shed.
Please don't waste time on nonsense.
The lieutenant does not approve of this. at
First
all.
lebonk of the night.
Oh, yeah, that did not take long at all.
Lebonk.
Aha.
Listen to the blind fuck, piggo. You're doing the right thing here. Trying to get Kuno to like you again.
The fact that everyone else around you sounds French, but you sound so South London, it hurts. I even know what area of England that accent comes from. It's called Birmingham. You're a Brummie.
You can pay tribute to Kuno with drugs, or cigarettes, or some wheels. Kuno could use some wheels. Motorized carriage shit.
What are you doing?
Let's see here. All right, we have the big novelty check. Let's see. How do we? Aha!
There are several footprints in the mud.
Ah,
left
damn
by
it! I need to level
workers.
up again.
Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
Yes, unfortunately, if you fail a white check, you have to level up before you can do it again. Which, kind of annoying.
I can imagine.
Alright, let's go get this cash checked. Oh,
All around you, rain falls on the great city of Revachol. Rain drips from the eaves and floods the gutters, washing the filth away. The spring thaw must be here. The snow is melting.
what am I
Looking
doing?
up at the sky, cold water dripping from your hair.
Little
Grey
beach.
sky like great battleships, clouds colliding with one another. Rain falls down on the world. Humid, your coat shields you from the rain while the city shivers around you.
Jesus Christ, if I can just ask in every direction. Like, how much writing went into this other than a lot?
This rain will not let up anytime soon. At least
Yes.
we are dressed for it. Let's keep moving.
Yeah, that was that was just a random thing. I don't know if I would have got XP for finishing that thought or what. Okay. Into the convenience store.
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything.
The portraits get a little weird.
Wow. I didn't know you worked for the union, sir. Anything else I can do for you?
Blow the whole thing on speed and gin right now. Speed and gin. Great combo.
Everyone just sounds mean.
Ask some local dealers, maybe.
Yeah, electrochemistry, we keep talking about this. We need $100 to pay for the damages. I'm not gonna blow it on speed and gin. That's how we got obliterated in the first place.
Speed and gin.
We have 31 of $100 I've got to come up with. Oh, God, I've only got like 8 hours.
A warehouse? I don't know. Maybe. I don't really care what Frit does.
She looks up from under her brow.
Fine. Frit doesn't have a warehouse. Just a little back room here. Okay?
Good to see that no matter what fictional universe you're in, I'm just a teenager working behind the counter. Energy exists.
But to be fair, that is what it feels like. Coming from someone who's worked since he was 16.
I like the cars of this world. They are literal carriages with engines.
It makes me question what year it is. Like, I know people still have carriages and stuff now, but still.
Well, the thing is, we're not running off the normal calendar because we're in year 51 of the new world after the fall of the last world government. Like,
It's so complicated.
oh, you have no idea how front-loaded this game is. They started talking about different countries and cities, and I'm just like, can we just focus on the one city we're in, please? World building is good, but if you're just throwing words at me, it doesn't help.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, I'm sure it's a good game, but in a game you can't focus on 500 things at once. You kind of have to center it around and then somehow bring it up in conversation.
Yeah, like exploring the world you're in and learning more about it is one thing. Just saying things and expecting you to understand it like your character. Like, I think that's actually the brilliance of having our character obliterate himself, because then he doesn't know anything. So when he asks, what's this? What's that? It's like, that seems a stupid question, but he legitimately doesn't know. Now it's like, this is shit you should know. You live in this world. Why don't you bring that up?
I live in my own mind.
Well, yeah, my own mind is yelling at me every 2 seconds.
That just sounds like schizophrenia.
Well, I mean, you've just seen me have a conversation with my reaction speed, my electrochemistry. So you tell me.
I would think yes.
That or just severe brain damage. Which again, I drank for 3 days and partied myself into oblivion. So again, very possibly. Oh God, that statue is held together by wire in a dream. I thought there was a guy that sold clothes around here.
What is motherfucking wrong?
The small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. The photo, an ambrotype from the turn of the century, as golden as her smile.
Brain, how do you know these things, but then you don't even know our own name? Also, I love that.
I'm search.
Yeah. Also, I love that encyclopedia, and he's got an open book, and it's hair. I'm like, that's actually clever. I like that.
It's the warmth of a winter night's fire.
Is it
Maybe she could
clever,
give
or are
you
we just
comforting
easy to
shelter,
please because we're
some
autistic?
cigarettes, and food money.
I like it on an artistic, not specifically an autistic level. What?
Nothing, dear. Love you.
I was gonna say you're an artist. Surely you understand.
Never said I didn't understand.
Well, it's just like, okay, I feel the poke. Now where's the pat? There's no reassurance coming. Help.
Oh, honey, there's never reassurance with me. It's kind of sad. But hey, at least I'm honest about it.
Yeah, well, surely you've got some of my spare reassurances to give back.
Tollier mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffiti. The box seems happy.
I think I just gave our main character a touch of the tism.
Oh.
He just patted the mailbox and said, "Good mailbox. The box seems happy."
I feel like you would do that, Kez.
Each ship appeared, fucked by the coon. And
I can
sent
see
to
you
the
doing
crown
that.
has a scribble on it. Jenny is a whore, and best set mailbox also.
Well, looks like Kuno's been around. Yeah, I'm gonna just sympathize with the mailbox because why not?
The mail collection box seems cathartic, thankful even. So do you. You shudder, then you swallow,
Hooray! I've recovered a morale point.
and then suddenly you see it. Over all the other graffitos, someone has, using the tip of a very sharp
Swallowed.
knife, cut the words, Revachon forever.
Well, I mean, it didn't really achieve anything, but I got a heal out of it, so that's gotta be worth something.
You take damage in this game?
There's health damage and morale damage.
Uh-huh.
So right, that was a morale point.
Mm.
But yes, if you try doing a physical activity such as jumping from roof to roof and messing it up, you will twist your ankle and take health damage. Yes, I imagine I would hear the sound of seagulls. We are at the sea. Thank you, game. Hooray! $2. Well, when you start with not... Oh, a bag! Give me the bag! Yep. Now I can start collecting bottles. Hooray! When you're a man who desperately needs money and you don't have anything to hold your bottles, like no, any money helps. Because if I fail at gathering money, at least I might be able to afford something. Also, yes, I've just unlocked the ability to gain collectibles. Yep. Kim, I know where we must go. Quick, to the crash out party bus. Well, the party guard van, at the very least. There were so many bottles up there.
Excuse me.
It's so yeah, so I got up there and my coat was hanging there, so I'm like, I'm gonna go get my coat. Oh, I am now locked in a section of the game I wasn't ready for. Because you meant to go
You
through.
did the ooze squirrel.
Well, yeah, you meant to go through a investigation thing to get you up, and to go talk to the local, the leader of the union. And it's just like, oh, well, I'm here now. The only way out is to go through him. So I'm sure we've either skipped a whole bunch of investigation, or we're gonna have a bunch of conversations where it's like, yeah, I know that. I've already met the guy. So many bottles. Hurry! No, Kim, stop walking in front of the bottle. Okay, now we can go.
This music's kind of good.
Yeah! Like I said, it's a very interesting and atmospheric game, and I'm on the adventure with my policeman. It's like, I don't know what's happening. Oh God, you gotta meet this guy. I mean, for starters, he is a unit.
Meh. I've seen bigger.
Last we saw, your race was being superseded by the Seminese.
What are you saying?
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war. Bring your troops to the Seminine Islands
The other
and to
races.
Boogie Street, and we
Yeah,
will
I think he's meant to be
pulverize.
Russian.
When you are gone, we will build a museum for you.
I think he's meant to be Russian.
The walls will be lined with bottles
think he's
of
fast.
Al-Ghul, your beloved beverage.
What?
Inside, we will store the oaths to almost.
You think he's fast because he's Russian.
Oh.
Skulls.
No.
Oops.
Okay.
Oh gosh, you loved it.
Okay, our first skill check of the night. Conceptualization. Subscribe to his advanced race theory. But I don't want to do that.
You fucking bad.
Ask what kind of races there are first. Classification is core to this stuff.
Oh, see? Yep, roll the die and I succeeded. Musclehead, I'm new to this world. Help me understand its races. I need to know what the differences are. So tell me why they all suck.
Do you?
Shh. I'm just trying to get him talking.
What thing? We already got in the harbor. You just want to hear about races, don't you?
You are obviously a liberal.
We already got
Sailite,
in the
a
harbor.
polyculturalist. I can see it from your love of microtechnology and your sartorial choices. Do not deny your friend the truth you have denied yourself.
It went from super serious to just Minecraft ad.
Oh no.
Like, that's hilarious.
Yeah. we're having we're having a discussion about which race is superior. Minecraft.
Minecraft.
There are 3 categories of race. Type A, the heroic races. Type B, the servile races. And the vile CF race cauldron of pederasty. Which one do you need education on?
Don't use the word penetrating to describe a fucking medicine.
Oh, what?
We get a lot of medicine ads down here. I don't know why. But it brought up something about penetrating something, and I'm like, don't use that to describe your product.
Yeah.
I knew you would go straight for the vile cauldron. Everyone does. You'll need to first learn about type A and B to appreciate the depravity of the chimeric races.
You're saying you're superior, but you can't even say type A and B. I don't know how great you can be.
Yeah, I mean, otherwise, it just won't make any sense.
And weirdly enough, that's one of the most straightforward portraits of everyone. I mean, he's still weird, but
I hate that she's trying to go for the Harley Quinn voice.
Yes, it would seem nonsensical.
Those are the Simonese, the Areopagite, and the Occidentals, excluding the Mao.
yeah. See, it's like this is what we were talking about. It's just
Are riddled with
what?
eczema to the point
We have no
where they
context of
find
what any of
it
these are.
impossible to smile.
It's just words.
They are all lactose intolerant. A common result.
It's like starting a book from page 30 and trying to figure out what the fuck happened by the end of it.
Yeah, because you just told me a whole bunch of different peoples. Like I don't know. Like
A receding genetic pool has led the Mound on reprehensible street parades. In Mound cities like Stadskanal and Vredefort, wearing wooden clogs on their feet and little green tassels on their hats.
okay, well at least we know who. At least we know that it's your mob. It's Scandinavia. Because I believe he's referring to clogs. And your green poofy and your green tassel hats. Yeah, that makes sense. I feel I'm being stared at.
You just gave every single stereotype you could in 5 minutes.
I am just reading what he was saying, and I'm saying, judging from that, I think he's talking about that part of the world. That's not being stereotypical, that's being actually, this is a thing. I'm not being there. I'm not being. I'm being like I'm solving puzzles. I'm actually trying to do good things. Can we just stop this conversation now, Miss? I don't think we're gonna get anywhere from you.
You know them by the names of their nation states.
But you're talking to me for a second. I'm like, we already stopped the conversation, kids.
Wildlands and the Königsteiners. My people simply call them Mao.
Okay. I think it's safe to say, looking at these names, that we are talking about that part of the world. Right? I am a lot tenser than I should be.
Mahuna is a derogative term for first world people of Gotvoldian descent. They do not all have
I'd have to see it on the map.
Also, people of Katlan, like the Suru and the Uhu, are much more lactose intolerant. In some municipalities of Oranje, people do wear shoes made of wood to street parades. Green, orange, and
We
even
can't
yellow
fucking
tassels
escape the
have
lactose
also been
intolerant
seen.
shit, can we?
No. No, just... And again, if we drunk ourselves to the point where we don't remember our name, how does our brain remember this stuff? I mean, it's useful and helpful in game, but in story, how do you justify that?
Magic.
The Maun are proof that you can have too much Occidental racial purity and tassel-centric culture. Inbreathing has led to a lactose
You can't understand a
intolerant
single
subrace
fucking thing he's
whom
saying, I'm
no
not gonna
one
lie.
can take seriously.
Maybe understand every other word.
Yeah, he's kind of breathy and runs words together.
Colorful tassels are, let's be honest, not a good sartorial choice for this century. You might want to avoid wooden clogs too.
The Vespertines and Messenians of Vesper and Messina, the ancient Meteorans of Meteo by the Golden
And again,
Pisani,
see,
Such a terrible.
the Suren of
yeah,
Juraclay,
and again, look,
even
just
the North
just
Phoenix
word
Tiger,
vomit, just word
all
vomit.
have
It's like
type A race propensities.
I woke up in my apartment 7 hours ago, not even remembering my own name. You think I remember? You think I know about world politics?
The other large
That's how I feel every day, Kaz.
That's fair.
are
That's
too
fair.
yellow and oleaginous to count as a heroic race. True. they
I
are
realize it the
violent
more
in
I surround myself with
expansions,
people like
they have a
Krim and Kasumi.
glandular problem.
That's
Because I'll
fair.
wake up and they'll start just talking about politics, and I'm like, I don't talk about this shit.
Yeah, that's fair.
Overproduction of sebum. Sebum is leaking into their brains,
are
making
you
them
bringing
listen
this up
to
to me?
El Mariachi
Yeah.
music and eat toxic minced meat-based food, which in turn only produces more sebum.
What are you talking about, you weirdo? I know I started this conversation, but I did it to prove a point. Like, someone clearly put a lot of work into this world and this writing, but I don't understand any of it.
The best way I can describe it is they had the perfect idea for a game, but they fixated on world building, and they didn't actually figure out the gameplay.
Yeah. Yeah. A writer made a video game instead
No
of...
offense to the
Yeah, a writer made a video game instead of a video game maker hiring a writer. Type of thing.
As proven by the
Can I
Maun
end this
that
conversation,
technology
please?
is in retrograde.
We've been held hostage here for ages.
Pajit are on the ascent.
Can I pick D and leave, please?
The Areopagites are sleek, long-headed. The Simonese are powerful, mesomorphic. The former is an immutable progenitor, unchanged.
What the fuck are you
since
saying
the
to me?
super
I
evil of
don't know.
Ancient brains rest
But this is exactly what I was talking about, was like, clearly the world has been thought out very well, but they don't explain
It
it.
feels like it's more meant to be in a D&D campaign rather than in a video game.
The The latter is perfected and adapting. Together they form.
Yeah,
the
this feels more
seminal
like it should be in a
or
core
simeo
book, not
Bashitsu.
the actual session.
That is all. There are no more type A
Like,
races in
and then the player just goes, "Dude, I just asked, is there a tavern in town?" Instead of, yeah, I'm telling you about the city like this.
Nature was not capable.
Oh, for God's sake!
Type B are the unheroic races, amorphous non-competitors of the great race. The Koikos and the Vacholier, they are mud-colored people.
Gee, tell us how you really feel.
Untrained eye, the Koiko appear white and pinkish, like a ham sandwich. But look into their eyes and you will see. They are of an indistinct muddy color, and so is their skin. Unhealthy, sweaty, and ashen. Pinkness is a racial quality that has to be earned through centuries of advanced ballistic warfare and cultural domination that the Grad people have
Are you
undergone
French?
for
Are you
drinking
Russian? Are you
and
German?
smoking
What the
gin
fuck are you and what are you on about?
and for eating potato. The
Why are we
Koiko,
talking about
the
potatoes?
I don't know.
are all
I just
inexplicably
want-
What the fuck
obsessed
did I
with
miss?
the only
I
thing
don't know.
more
He's
is
talking about
fighting.
pinkness as a racial quality that needs to be earned through centuries of advanced warfare. It's like, what? All I wanted to do was show you an example of this game's word salad, but we've been held hostage here.
The Vacholians, halfway between Type A and the Racial Cauldron. Two makes to know right from wrong. You tried your degenerate little revolution, which was the single greatest failure committed by humans in our 82,000-year history on this planet.
Is it 82,000 years?
Dude, are you
that
sure
we've
you're
been
even
recording
fucking human?
history? We have very little idea of what is happening, but that seems a little off.
I mean, go away, stupid political thoughts.
The revolution came to Ravachol from Grad in Zaraz-ridden potato carts. It is literally an illness,
Revolution.
a prion disease that
Like, that's the
leaves
only thing I've
entire
understood that this entire conversation.
ridden with holes. A soft sponge-like mass of dementia, hallucination, and paranoia. The revolution is fatal, familial.
What the fuck are you saying?
I don't know.
Condition passed from the Koiko to the Occidentals. But not sexually. Probably through trade routes and potate acid, the prime component of the potato plant.
Again, why are you bringing up?
Like I said, once again, that,
Why are you bringing up potatoes?
Enough.
no
of
hate to the
debate,
developers. It's just
Oxygen.
like, what the fuck?
I mean, the fact that it forces you to hearing all of his thoughts, it's like, I just clicked on this guy because I thought I needed to get past him for the investigation. Now I'm just confused even more than I was a minute ago.
Tips CF are a museum of failed chimeric experiments and tragic maladaptations. They are tortured creatures waiting to be put to sleep.
I wandered up in the store,
Your
though,
morbid
and lost my
interest
shopping
in the
buddy.
worries me.
Yes, okay. Can we end this conversation now, please?
It would be cruel to entertain ourselves with their deformities. Were there any able-bodied races you needed education on?
No, no, I'm good.
You understand nothing.
That's the
Solve
first
great
thing he said that I
brain's
agree with.
enigma, you have to first ask yourself, what is the
Hmm?
race enigma?
You understand
You
nothing.
have not even
It's like,
worked the
yes,
mystery, let
I
alone
don't.
solved it.
What are you on about? You're a terrible teacher. You're a terrible preacher. You have not even worded the mystery that will. No. Back off.
Lost, though, buckled away at the last gate. This is why your haplogroup will never rise from the ashes. Now, I
What?
need to luxuriate in the private company of my bay. Leave me. I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss, Tibere Vacholian. Your love for disco music and venereal disease? Oh, don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this.
I don't know.
The race enigma runs much deeper than that.
You just said, yeah, because I'm a white guy who likes disco and alcohol that I'm worthless. But you're literally working for a big fat cat up in an office.
Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to
No.
confront international.
He looks like the terrifying seal from Pingu though. He looks like the big walrus.
Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic.
He looks toward the harbor, motionless.
Okay, leave. Leave. Okay, I'm having a thought.
What's this? We're getting reports of normal, reasonable, temperate, political opinions somewhere in Martinez. The air suddenly feels calmer, more transparent in a strangely tender way. Perhaps it's the hangover. Perhaps it's a temporary surge of serotonin. But something tells you it's time to become a citizen of the Kingdom of Conscience.
What is happening? See, my inner mind is doing things. What? What are you on about, Brian?
It is a moment in time that can only arise in the right circumstances. In all of human history, it's only been achieved a handful of times.
So, Nirvana?
Incrementally. Yawn, you'd get there faster with a little speed.
Electrochemistry, again. Stop it. The answer to everything in life is not drugs. That's what got us in this mess in the first place.
Debatable.
History's greatest catastrophes have been brought about by people trying to make the world a better place too quickly. That's the genius of Dolores Day. She recognized that progress is meaningless if its gains are lost because of instability. Real, lasting change can only come about gradually, increment by increment.
What the fuck? My floor just vibrated. I live in a concrete building. How did that happen?
Mini earthquake?
We don't have active tectonics in Australia. That was weird.
The kingdom
Maybe
is
someone
difficult
doing
to
work underneath
comprehend,
you?
and even more difficult
Maybe?
to describe. Partly because humanity will need to discard many of the categories that define and limit it today. The kingdom of conscience is post-capitalist, post-national.
Why is my inner body so much more why are my parts of me so much more sophisticated than the rest of me?
It's also post-industrial,
I ask myself that every day, dear.
post-ideological, and even post-sexual.
No, I want to live for the
What you
present.
want is immaterial. The kingdom of conscience is coming, whether you like it or not. Only very slowly.
What did that mean? Was I deciding how I feel about his words? Or, like, what does any of this mean? Like,
What the fuck is going on in my life?
like you can see why I couldn't really describe this other than a very strange D&D campaign that's overwritten. And also I'm a detective. It's all I can understand. Alright, let's go turn my bottles in for some money.
Bottles.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents. Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money appears with a satisfying jingle.
Hooray, we made $2.
$2 out of like 60.
We picked up 22 bottles.
So each 10.
Each bottle is worth 10 cents, yes.
Yeah.
That's a thing that we have here. So yeah, every month or so I take my used soda bottles in and turn them into monies.
I don't know if we have that where I live or not. I don't think we do.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open.
Hello, I am the law. Hi.
You will respect my authority.
Are
Hi.
you interested in a new and exciting book?
I know we've been hit on the head by reality, but come on. She's just asking us about books. What do you mean? What kind of store is this?
It's a bookstore, sir. We sell books, postcards, and some board games. It's called Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Well, I mean, it is what it says on the tin, at least.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold your horses, little girl.
What's a book?
That is a book. They have stories inside them. It's like someone told you a story in a really long letter.
No? Okay, that checks out.
A postcard is a small cardboard picture. You can write a few words on the other side and send it to your friend or beloved.
She's taking an adult being incredibly thick very well.
Board games are like little games on a table, made to pass the time. There are several different ones, but sailors here mostly buy cards. My pleasure. Anything else you'd like to know?
Hooray! Gained experience.
Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books. My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside minding the register or organising the stock.
See, again, that leans into my... I think we're like in the French area with Annette or Plaisance as names, right? Zoe, don't leave me. I need my Watson. Okay, there you are. I asked you a question.
Yeah, sorry, I was zoning out for a minute.
That's fair. That's why I'm like, no, don't leave me. I need my Watson. My guy's not gonna survive by himself. But yeah, like
What was the question?
I said, yeah, with her and her mum's name, I think that is strengthening my theory that we're in like the French area, or at least a very influential one. Because she's Annette and her mum is Plaisance? Plaisance? Either way, that sounds like French names.
Yeah, I can see that.
Feel free to step in and browse our wares.
Okay, and why are you standing out here in the cold?
I'm signaling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people.
I know why, but everyone's voice to this annoys me.
That's fair. I'm glad Crim's not here, because I know which one of this he would pick. I could help by brutally dismantling the
You're
free
the
market. I could have a word with the store owner. Well, that's her mother. Such a good trooper. Boiling the value of hard work. Or I could help by brutally dismantling the free market. That sounds like a Crim answer.
Thank you, sir. I'm happy to help Mum out with the store.
Shouldn't you be at school or something?
I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running.
Again, my guy, I know you drank yourself into oblivion, but you just brought up school. Why are you going to ask what is school anyway? Man, we could really play this as the most Homer Simpson type of...
Mum says it's necessary to do both because it builds character. Mum says a proper worker is dutiful. That's how you get ahead in life. You succeed.
There is stress and unease behind these words. She's reciting etiquette.
Mum says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being cursed.
Okay.
Behind her, the window has been boarded up. You sense the boards creaking, twisting for a second, and some kind of doubt in her tense shoulders.
Oh? What do you mean,
Cursed in
cursed?
a way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they all go... Exactly. But we've been doing fine so far.
I will
We
investigate.
can go into the bookstore and ask about the case, but I don't see much more to look into here.
Yes, please do look at our wares inside. The postcards and board games you asked about are also there, sir.
Yes,
Would you like me to
enough.
tell you about some of our books instead?
Like, on one hand, I'm like, an animated series of this would be incredibly artistic, but I also feel it would confuse the pants off of you, or it wouldn't even know what to talk about. You know, it's like, how much of this 10,000 pages do we put on the screen?
Welcome
Oh,
to
I feel like it would
Crime,
also just
Romance,
make
and
a
Biographies of
good
Famous
book.
People. My name is
I still think a
Plaisance.
game was the best way to go with it, just because you have to have a really big attention span.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, that's why I started again instead of loading my old save, because it's a case of I've forgotten everything. And this game is so weird, so much to catch up on. Oh, while the ad break runs, I'm gonna go pee. What, Mr. Cat? What? Ah, Jesus Christ, my freaking ears. The dude downstairs has his music blazing. Not blaring. Which is ironic, because... Oh. Alright, you still with us, Zoe, or are you gonna go lay down?
I'm still here.
Okay, just checking.
Be welcome, and please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space.
Mr. Policeman, that's not an appropriate thing to say. Before we start, you seem to be doing well. Can you give me some money? I feel it would be weird if I asked you a question first. Like, yes, I need the $100, but that feels weird.
I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture. Cursed? Who said that? Annette? I will
I
have
was
a
kind of
word
hoping
with her.
she'd say little shop of
This place
horrors.
is not cursed. It has a robustly magnetic energy. Good for commercial activity. My business is thriving, sir. Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post doing her job like a proper girl?
Yeah, of course she was.
Wonderful. Did you talk to her?
Oh, yes.
Great. On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her?
One of those mothers.
Yeah. I'm not gonna grade a human being.
Come now, it's not personal. It's about proper sales practices and market research. I expect an answer.
And I expect you to at least have your kid in warm clothes in the middle of the snow, but she was just in, like, a mild coat.
My precious, her dedication brings joy to my heart. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette.
The way you're handling... Oh, yes.
Mind you're in business, sir. In our society, people don't get to tell each other how to raise their children. It's none of your or anyone's business.
I'm here to dismantle the free market and abolish child labor. No, not really. I'm just investigating the murder next door. Or am I?
The woman before you scans the store, her shoulders rigid and tense. Every now and then, she nudges her glass. These shelves are overburdened with books from the same series. You see the name Dick Mullen over and over. Crime fiction is a disgrace, an asinine misrepresentation of the physical attributes of the arduous everyday work of actual police officers. These books greatly overstate the excitement of police work, glossing over how long it takes to actually follow up on leads and eliminate dead ends.
In other words, yes. I wish my job was actually this interesting.
What's more, they completely ignore the psychological hardships of year after year coming into contact with people during the worst days of their lives. Not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family. Detective fiction just doesn't tell the truth at all. Now, would you like a list of all the books found on the shelf?
Now, see, again, this feels very... Yeah, he's written a bunch of book names for if the player decides Like if the player decides to ask, but you don't need it. But because it's a video game, it's trying to shove it in your face instead of it being like a D&D campaign.
Shelves fill to the brim with crime novels featuring the supposedly stalwart
What is a tome of fascist magic?
Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board hidden
It's
inside
like
the
another thing
alcove.
Krim would use.
They're held up by small pins.
Yeah.
The board has come loose from one corner. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinez.
Well, Martinez is where we are, so...
It's not really a map. It's a tourist thing. A picture postcard with buildings on it, drawn from an isometric perspective. A date in the upper right corner says 48. Still, it's detailed. Could be pretty useful for scouting ahead. You see the jagged boxes of an industrial harbor, even the whirling in rags there.
Okay.
I'm sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is the only one available. The other two are not for sale anymore. And besides, you could scarcely afford them.
Great business manner there, lady.
They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though.
Well, then why did you rub in that the other two were valuable when I only asked you about the Martinez one? You were just being a bitch to be a bitch.
That old thing? It's an out-of-date map of a tourist location that never was nor came to be. From when some design studio people tried to spruce the place up 4 or 5 years ago. They also renovated the horse statue, set up those coin-operated viewers, and designed the new street lamps. They didn't get that far, for some reason. A shame the project never got going. Would be nice if someone fixed Martinez up. All these ruins are bad for business.
Well, the fact that our partner is right there and he is a by-the-book policeman, I don't think he would be very charitable if I tried to steal the map.
Always good to be informed of your surroundings.
That's the idea, yes.
This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. There's also a wide range of paranatural literature.
Ooh, what's behind the Wizard of Oz curtain?
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
What's up?
Did I leave?
Yay. Shopkeep, what's behind the Wizard of Oz curtain?
Nothing. Now please go back to browsing the books. Don't you feel compelled to look at the books? The books are all you care about.
For someone who thinks their place is cursed, you sure seem to be trying to cast a Jedi mind trick on me.
She speaks almost
I
as
try
if
saying
she's
that for
trying
first
to
time,
put a
right,
spell
kids?
on you, urging you to buy more books.
Yes, conceptualization. I just said that.
Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become. You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares at you.
Lady, are you doing voodoo to try and get people to buy books.
This is a traditional Seminese ward, meant to provide protection against ill luck, bad dreams, curses, and other supernatural scourges. Inhabitants of Ile de Fantôme, the Seminine Islands down south. Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing else to do with the fish head charm at this time. The curtains remain shut before you.
Show me the wizard.
Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once more.
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers. Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It's too dangerous.
She looks away, marveling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
Yeah, that's about the best one. But I feel there's something there. I feel the call of adventure.
You do? My God, even more reasons not to mess with the curtains. Just step away, dear sir.
No, I think I will anyway.
No! Please just talk
Protect
to
me
me,
too
officer.
heavily.
Come here and let's talk this through before you decide to do anything extreme.
You are the one trying to cast voodoo curses on me, lady. I'm going through this door.
There is something mysterious about the curtains. Be careful. The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting you.
Okay, show me the wizard.
You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway stands in the back, covered in dozens of scary little Seminese wards, your shadow looming over it like an omen.
I warned you, you're unleashing forces beyond your understanding.
Madam, if you had any idea how connected I am to the spiritual and internal world of myself, it would terrify you. Ooh. Pretty painting. Yeah, I was going to say, a vaguely androgynous portrait of a man. I was going to say, it looks like David Bowie. Good to see. Good to see that they agree with me.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of Seminese trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked. Only an echo. No one is there.
Well, this sounds like a moment for Crowbar.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of Seminese trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked.
Uh-oh. Ah, damn it. What'd I roll?
Ow. Shoot.
Guys, did you take the
Whose moronic
barbarian
idea
attempt?
was it to just
Ah.
run through the door?
I
Don't you know
rolled
that
an
things like that
I
hurt?
rolled an 11, but needed a 12.
Damn.
Let's see. Okay. Wasn't the best idea.
Are you alright? This looked pretty intense and painful, I must admit.
What is going on there?
Do I look like I'm
Are you
alright? I have a
really trying to
dislocated
break
fucking
down the back
soldier.
door? I warn you, don't tempt the spirits, officer. Don't tempt the spirits, or you'll damage the holy wards on the door.
Ah, so you are trying to cast voodoo on me. Kim, arrest her.
It barely looks like you've done any damage to the door, however. It's still locked and closed, covered in dozens of...
I still think crowbar would have solved the problem, but if the game doesn't want to agree with me. Oh, something useful? The game will keep track of all the skill checks you found around and the things you need for them. So when you level up, you can see it's like, I've got 2 things that need blank or blank or blank. How cool is that?
That's neat.
Ooh, and because I got the map now, we have a map. Hooray! I know that sounds stupid saying, because we bought the map, we have a map now, but we didn't have that before, so progress has been made. I'll be back once I level up. And no, I don't care if that doesn't make sense to you. All right, we're sent here to investigate the body out the back. I think we need to do something with it. I've just been exploring again. You cannot leave me in an open world game. I get very distracted. What did you call it? Bird walking?
Mm-hmm.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now. The smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth, more instant and more familiar than anything you'd expected. More fever than odor. It fills your mind, flushing you from within.
I needed a 12, but I got a 10 instead. It's like, so close. So close.
Too late. It's impossible to keep in. Your body curls and pushes it out, burst by burst, until a pool of vomit lies under your feet, and your throat stings from the stomach acid.
It's okay. Happens to everyone. Keep it. The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head.
Oh, where do we get
This
that?
young woman, the gardener, mentioned she used salts for the smell. If she doesn't have any, there might be some in the fridge store nearby.
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the white check. Modifiers make checks easier and allow you to retry them.
You don't say, game.
Guillaume Lemillion.
Oh.
Bad news. Guillaume Lemillion did not become a cop. In 38, he went on a tour to the Sinyao province in Safre, where he died of autoerotic asphyxiation. His body was found hanging from a decorative dragon tree in his junior suite, amid drug paraphernalia, unwholesome objects, and the Sylvia Trainer single, Wonderland.
What is happening in that picture?
And yes, you can take this as a metaphor for Revachol in the 30s, and also as a warning.
Let's see.
much
Plus-
modified smoke.
+1 pain threshold. Blood oxygen is boring or physique handicaps raised by 1. Oh, good. I needed pain threshold for breaking through the door. That's useful. Yeah, so we can't get anywhere near that. Near him to get him down. So we have to get him down first.
Hello again, officer. How are things?
Hello, Dan. Welcome in. Yeah. Join us on our what is happening in this detective story, because I tell you, I'm playing it and I still don't know.
Sure. I'm done with them. Go easy on that stuff. It gave me a terrible headache.
Thank you. Okay. So does that mean I can try again, or do I still need to level up? Can I get this poor guy down now?
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now.
Okay. Well, that's gone up from a 3% to a 17%. That's quite nice. Still might try and level up or find some clothing that gives me a bonus. So, alright. Let's see what we can learn and try and either level up or get some new outfit bits. Here might be where I was thinking. Aha, here you are, mister.
You see a Samaran street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of goods. When he realizes you're looking at him, his face breaks into a wide, welcoming grin. The name Sileng is embroidered over his breast pocket.
Happy shopping, officer! Everything's cool here. Everything's cool. The goods are cool, the customers are cool, the place is cool. And one more thing, officer.
From out on the bay, a cool wind gathers. It sweeps into the
Are you
city,
about to offer me a very special price, friend?
hanging around the stand. Some distance away, the sound of a tin can clattering across the street can be heard.
You're very cool. Bang, 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 bang! Oh, yes! You got style. You got personal style. You know what you like. You like premium menswear. Look around and browse. Everything looks cool on a guy like you. Take your time.
Don't be distracted by the flattery and funny man act. Questions?
Only the coolest goods in Revachol. I've got sneakers, speakers, extremely comfy pants too. Try them on right here. No shame, only freedom.
Where'd you get these comfy
I'm an
pants?
entrepreneur, officer. I've got sources, buyers, suppliers, distributors, manufacturers, wholesalers, all extremely cool and above board. Good joke, officer. Here we don't have permits, just economic freedom. Take a look around.
You glance around the decrepit building, the miserable weather, The sidewalk strewn with sunflower seeds and a dust-choked air.
It's beautiful. Beautiful freedom.
Jim, does he not need a permit?
It is, yes. Anyone can set up their shop whenever they feel like it.
That's right. No permits, no bureaucracy. That's why this city and its law officials are so cool. Hyper cool.
Do you have a discount for cool guys like me?
No need for discounts at ceilings, officer. Everything's already on sale. Anything you want, 50% off.
But did he first mark them up 100%, just so that he could put them on sale?
My man, you know how the game is played. You and me, we should work together. What do you think? Shake things up? Anything for you.
Alright, what do you got?
There are clothes inside. Cheap second-hand clothes, smelling of strangers' body odors.
Don't be shy. These are premium class clothes. Good quality fabrics, best retro design. Save the economy with your style, officer.
You find your hands deep in tattered and faded garments made from weird polyester blends that make your body itch and sweat in all the wrong places.
Economical, but also trendy. Look first-hand, buy second-hand. Keep the economy moving.
Okay, 72% chance. I like those odds.
Something cold grazes your hand. Synthetic and sleek. A windbreaker. Surf, it says, but also wind, summer, 100% waterproof, and sport. All in different typefaces. Practical, and yet it may deaden your senses to the world around you. Possibly because of the awful typeface.
Good choice, officer. Mega sporty. And it's only $4.50 for you, sir.
Okay, so +1 composure, -1 to shivers. So, I don't think we need composure yet.
Gotta prepare for springtime.
You find your hands
What's
deep
in the box?
Economical, but also trendy. Look,
You find your hands deep in
economical, but
Actually, there's nothing in that box.
You see two lowly, defeated speakers, thralls, slaves basically, perched atop them like conquerors surveying the land. A pair of found, durable wear sneakers, ultra serious.
I can see you've a taste for luxury, officer. Can't keep your eyes off those sneakers?
A pair of found ultras. The design is impossibly sleek and simple. A futuristic silhouette with a sleek monochrome colorway, a jet black upper, and a silver-lined midsole.
That does sound kind of
Those
cool.
sneakers, mister. Those sneakers are the latest found sneakers. Super air, super fine, super cool.
Only that's madness.
Yeah, it kind of is. Mind you, reaction speed and hand-eye coordination, that's worth coming back for, though. What's in the box?
There's a pile of cheap sunglasses in a small box, a variety of shapes and colors.
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got the latest styles.
These are all boring. Boring third-rate ho-hum sunglasses made of cheap Syrahese plastic, the kind of plastic that melts in the sun.
Oh no.
Those UV stickers are almost certainly just there for the show. If anything, these lenses probably direct more UV light into your pupils. A UV magnifier.
These are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, super material, very cool, UV resistant. These will definitely keep your eyes safe and cool while doing your dangerous police work.
I have anything that boosts my conceptualization. No, I do not.
The shine on these sunglasses lasts a...
No luck. All you find is this lime-colored cellophane visor, produced by a bargain sportswear brand called Amphibian, apparently. There's a malformed green frog on its bent cap.
Oh, that visor is perfect for you, officer. It'll definitely keep the sun out of your eyes while you're shooting criminals. Bang, bang!
I hope not.
You don't like it? Sure, Square Joe. No problem. Let's get you some real shades.
Abort. These are...
Damn, officer!
They're perfect for concealing your bloodshot and baggy eye. It's going to be very difficult for anyone to take you seriously with these things on your face.
No, you are definitely not buying those.
Are you sure? But they look so good on you. You should think this through, officer.
Oh, shades of self-destruction. No. I won't take the boggly eye either. Oh, I had another epiphany.
Lonesome, long way home. Here we go. Home
What is happening?
Walk past Station 41 and through the market, past the Boogie Street spearhead to the other side of the
What
lake,
are these
the
pictures?
frozen eye at the center of the district. Then past the video rental store on the corner. There, at the end of a street lined with pine trees, a small house no larger than a matchbox. 11 Voyager Road. You no longer live there. Those times are gone. And so are those people. Why did you come here? Why are you still here? And where's the dealer? You have to get back to work. That's all you have now.
Okay, so learning cap for perception has raised. And speed gives you 1 psi? What? Okay, so I can perceive things a lot more. How come I've got 3 of those and 4 of those? Oh, so probably when I take speed. Right, that would make a bit more sense. Alright, no bottles or anything over here. Hello, hello. One to electrochemistry. Ah, the pawn shop. We may have just found our gun.
It's not often that I see officers from the RCM in my pawn shop. What can I do for you?
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop.
Oh no, not at all. I guess I haven't had many customers lately, RCM or otherwise.
Fair enough.
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travelers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake, people who are terminally bored.
Fair.
As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from. It keeps me entertained.
Entertained? He might be high. If he is, on what?
Let's see. Ooh, an electrochemistry roll. Well, that has some stuff I can use. Gloves. Okay.
Hello again. How can I help you?
So they went from a 42 to a 58.
Okay, he definitely is high. Whatever it is, you've probably done it, and many other things besides. But you can't cut through the jumble of sensations to get to the answer.
Oh, man. I needed a 7, but got a 6.
Looking at his wares, talking to him, that might give you more clues.
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back.
Well, that's the gun I'm looking for. Who was this person?
This is a pawn shop, and it did feel as if you've met before. Oh, God.
Oh, I took a morale damage.
The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another. Alert.
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the Revachol Citizens Militia. And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off the charts photon emissions. The unhealthy kind.
Who was the buyer?
She didn't seem like a policeman. Although she kept referring to herself as a pig. Which was odd. I found her interest in the gun a bit obsessive, but I was just happy to get rid of it, and of her.
Well, that's not good.
Truth be told, she was terrifying.
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the Citizens Militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it?
Yeah, I don't like
You're right,
that
it
either.
should cast aspersions on the force. We have to find out.
My apologies, officer, but I have no idea where she was coming from or where she went.
A needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can do about it right now. You just have to hope Everard wasn't lying, and the Union can track her down in time.
Yeah, speaking of, has Everard come and talked to you yet?
Maybe. Shady-looking guys came in here yesterday, looking like they'd just taken off their Wild Pines overalls. They asked if I have a police weapon to sell. I told them I already sold it. They went their way. It was a trip, but you know, all sorts of people come here, asking for all sorts of things.
Maybe Claire really is tracking down your gun.
Well, at least you know where it was. That's a start.
Let me have a look. Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Well, I don't think I need the postcards. I'll keep the pen, because a pen is always useful.
Another time, perhaps.
Alright, thank you, Roy. At least we know the gun was here. But now we also know that some maniac is running around with it. Not exactly helpful, but... what you gonna do? Hello, friend.
G'day to you, officers.
A burly man hangs out by the waterlock, carving up a generous serving of salami with an old hunter's knife.
Ooh, salami sounds good right now.
On a man stranded on the other side of the waterlock, and on
I know, I gotta watch my cholesterol.
Down into the canal between them.
My friend Barry the Butcher is stuck on the other side of the waterlock. I'm keeping him company and eating this salami.
Well, fair enough. I mean, oh, eating his salami.
From the corner of your eye, you see a man in.
I thought he said
shirt
eating this
and
salami. I'm like,
grey
oh,
overalls,
innocent enough.
waving at you from across the canal. He seems
I don't know. I
disappointed by the
wouldn't be
package
happy if.
and the salami.
Yeah, it's like, dude, come on, that was mine.
Very good stuff. Anything I can do for you, officer?
Do you know what broke the billboard?
I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign. Weird, huh? Then again, plenty of daredevil drivers in Rivershoal.
The words "daredevil driver" sound ominous to you.
Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here, especially a water lock. The rest of the coast is closed off till then.
Oh, I hope I didn't do that. I mean, I've already been told I've done some wild things, but I hope I didn't do that.
What?
Well, whoever drove their car onto the billboard to break it, because yeah, our guy before he passed out, he apparently went on an absolute rager. So we're known all around town, and it's just like we're basically playing. What did I do last night?
Well, there's the fishing village, an abandoned fish market, a bizarro church. Not much use to the congregation, though. There always seems to be something wrong with it. Yeah, not really much else. Just bombed out ruins.
Can I have some salami?
Sure thing.
Hooray!
Want some too, officer?
Why not?
There you go. See, Kim can have fun. I mean, let's face it, that's the most fun thing he's done this entire session. He hasn't sat there judging me. He's just like, you know what? Sure, why? You know what? Sure. We'll have salami. So we gotta get... What is with the weird perspective in this game? Alright, so we gotta get the man down. But to do that, we need endurance. So we should investigate other things along the way. Another bin. Oh, that one's locked. Okay.
Hey, up here, Piggo. The streets will flow red once more. A great torrent rushing down Rue de Esperance. You wait and see.
Yeah, you look reasonable. I think you're on your 10th energy drink. Your eyes are bugging.
The streets will not flow red with anything. Who are you?
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was tested for Hep C.
Yes, yes, and yes? In a sketchy town like this, those are good things to know.
And here I was trying to be polite. Just can't win with you pigs.
What you looking at?
Furrows his brow at another one of your eccentricisms.
I'm sorry, but that thing looks nice. That thing looks pristine. In this place, that is indeed interesting.
Hatred, disgust. It's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her girlish features.
Yeah, I don't think she likes that it's
The
pristine.
woman on the boat does not notice her staring.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her.
Oh.
Probably the Wild Pines rep. We should talk to her. She's a professional negotiator, though. I have the feeling she will be very cooperative while telling us nothing. You should take the lead. Ask her unexpected questions, you know? Do your thing. Don't be afraid to get a bit wacky. Throwing her off is our best bet.
Good idea, piggies. Run along now. Fuck her shit up good. Impound that boat while you're at it. I'd like to watch her swim back to her zone. Can't you tell? I'm painting a beautiful mural, an aereo graffitio visible from low orbit.
In this rundown world, do we even still have satellites that would see that? Or are you just being overly ambitious? I'm being sassy, but I genuinely want to know.
I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words. Yeah? Lying is cool, I guess. I ain't no snitch, pigstein. Go forth and forage in someone else's shit. No shortage of squealers in these parts.
Actually, there is a shortage of people who talk to us in a normal, calm, informative manner.
Kim, we're clearly on the side of the tracks that's on the other side of the tracks. For this area, these seem perfectly normal people.
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko. Watch your back, ungulate. You've...
I don't think she liked that I just used just Cindy and not the skull. Oh, that's looking at the wall. Okay.
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
Okay, so I need either guaranteed 12s or it's impossible because it's an 18 skill check. Yeah, okay, let's get back to that. Actually, did we come through there or over that way? Alright, so what's up here? Money and morale. Hooray! Ah, so this is where Kuno's little cheering squad comes
Are you
from.
trying to sneak up on me? Come to slit my throat in my sleep?
You're not sleeping. Why are you so weird, girly?
Apparently, she doesn't like people standing behind her back. Logic error. She is not sleeping right now.
There you go.
Pigs come to take me out, trying to snuff me out.
Now, why would you say that?
Then why are you sneaking up on me like that? It's not a good idea to scare me, pig. Not a good idea at all.
You're standing around cheering on a guy that's just throwing rocks at a dead guy. I don't think you're that threatening.
I mean, I would do that.
This must be it. The basement door is weather-worn. The copper nails holding the upholstery in place
Yeah, but
have turned green from
she's
seeing
also
it.
cheering
There's
his
no
name and
shaped
like
a
worshipping the
locomotive.
ground he steps on.
Once again, I would do that.
All right, fine. I'll shut up then.
Good.
Hey, this is my show. You can't tell me to shut up.
Deal with it.
Okay.
You try to be as silent as you can. It takes... Finally, the door unlocks. As you hold the open door, you can feel the air moving. A little draft, a whistle.
I've seen.
Love you too. The hidden world of walking sticks. Oh my god, that is boring.
This is the flag of Revachol, the
But
suzerainty.
so many things to beat people with.
Well, that's true, but
This isn't just one sun, but there are little suns dancing around the big sun. This is the sevenfold sun miracle.
Brain, what are you on about?
It's an optical atmospheric anomaly the first settlers saw. Happens in cold weather. 6 small suns around the big one. This complex halo phenomena is how old Revachol got its flag.
Mm-hmm. The tenant is an old-fashioned guy.
The lieutenant does not bow to the flag. It accepts your salute with quiet dignity. It is not my flag, he thinks. My flag is the signal blue of the zone of control.
Well, just because not what you're used to doesn't mean you can't just say this is where we are. Show some respect.
A row of mugs sits on the shelf. Each one depicts a human figure. A dark-skinned woman grinning amidst mysterious symbols. A broad-shouldered man shoveling potatoes, and others. A little ring. Though cheerful, the images on the ceramic make you vaguely uncomfortable. The lieutenant picks up one of the mugs, then puts it back down with a look of disdain.
I'm beginning to feel better about breaking into this man's apartment.
Yes, your broken mug friend would feel very much at home here. The same humor, the same mocking lines.
There's the missing tin soldier. Whoever lives here might have used the Whirling's container to dump his trash. And now they've drawn the ire of the Union. The plot thickens, as they say.
Indeed.
An interesting little clue. Let's see where this goes. Clues have a way of magically connecting to other clues down the road. Perhaps you should break into apartments more often.
Who knows? I'm not expecting too much from this clothes in the trash lead either way. It might turn out to be some random local matter, but still, a nice coincidence.
You could ask Everard who this person is once you're done here.
I don't feel he would like that, because if essentially an old union boss asks you to do something, but don't go inside the building, I don't think he's going to be happy going, so who was that anyway? I kind of found interesting stuff in their house. I know you told me not to look, but come on. Come on. Why are these nice men coming towards me?
The spread pattern of these bullet holes makes your chest ache. Your breath grows heavier.
Remnants from the revolution. These are over half a century old. No, we are not constructors and renovators. And these bullet holes do not warrant an investigation.
Okay.
The lieutenant nods.
Yes? What about me?
Tell me something fun
No.
about yourself. Oh,
The lieutenant nods.
you really are boring. Do you talk with different aspects of yourself? Is that
What
normal?
do you mean? I have no idea what you're talking about.
The lieutenant's conceptualization skills must be rather rudimentary. The lieutenant is a police officer of the old school. His concerns are material and extrinsic. But this isn't an old school case.
So so you're saying your brain never just chimes in with advice or warnings or such? Is that just me?
I can't say that it does, no. When I need to think, I just use my notebook.
The lieutenant produces his small blue notebook and idly thumbs through a few pages. We all have our different mediums. His is written. You're super lucid, yet psychedelic. You don't need office supplies to connect to your nervous system. You're special.
Well, there you go, electrochemistry. That's the first thing we've agreed on that I haven't wanted to talk to HR about. Hooray!
Good. Let's change the subject. What do you want to know?
Yeah, we're from different areas. Why are we working
afraid
together?
You and I are pawns in a pissing competition. You don't know? I assumed you were in on it.
Amnesia, buddy.
Better still than an imbecilic cop-off. It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we've inspected the victim.
Okay.
Was there anything else you wanted to know about the... Good.
Hello, friend.
You see a young man on a balcony nursing a cigarette. His eyes have been following you for a while.
Oh my god, that is basically my hairdresser. Oh boy. Big stretches. Hmm.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
Then why are you
There's
whispering?
no trouble. I'm just speaking in a lowered voice. I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
It's the god of cigarettes and youth. Ask him if he's got anything to spare. Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole thing.
Is it really that important?
Like a nervous cat, he keeps stealing looks at the neighboring windows.
Okay, so your instinct.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run. I'd even go so far as to say that the view is a little too good, my dear gendarme. Do you have an estimate of when the body will be taken away?
I'm working on it as we
We will
speak.
remove the body as soon as possible. Now tell us, where were you last Sunday?
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you?
Wait, is someone else investigating the lynching?
No. You're trying to confuse me.
No, not you two. Some more muscular type.
And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman?
Last week? I don't know. Look.
Okay, so you talked to a union man, and that's why you're scared.
It'll take more than rain to bring this place back to life.
You didn't answer the question. What were you doing last Sunday?
Bum, 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 bum.
I had a friend over.
I feel I know the answer to this by your portrait, but I'm gonna ask anyway. What kind of friend?
It was my Sunday friend.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I thought. Again, do what you gotta do.
A Sunday friend. How intriguing.
Hold on. I'm back. Okay, let's continue on.
He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette. Under the grey sky, the neighboring windows are streaked with rain.
Yeah, I kind of think I know what's happening
No.
here.
We won't. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
This
Ooh,
isn't
critical
the time
success.
for questions. Who knows who might be watching from the distance, hidden behind the curtains? For a moment, the man on the balcony seems almost vulnerable. Something moves in the depths of his feline eyes, compassion and a hint of understanding.
That's what happens when you roll a nat 20. Yippee!
I am sorry, but I really don't have the information you're looking for.
But, hold on, what's that? For a split second, his hand lingers, as though gesturing towards a stone placed right next to the front door. It's a sign.
Good luck with the investigation.
Okay. Yeah, you look just like my hairdresser George. And if George is anything to go off, I am aware what Sunday friend
He's
means.
gone. No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't, he could be a witness. Him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular type who's asking about our case. He did leave us a sign. Did you see that? He wanted to draw our attention to that stone right over there.
I saw.
If we find a way inside the building, we can ask around for his apartment.
A stone like any other, lying in a whirl of sleet and mud. Maybe there's something under it.
Indeed.
There's a key beneath it, rusty from the dirt.
This must be for the front door. Pity doesn't have the apartment number on it. This building has many apartments and the man can be in any of them. We'll just have to go in and see.
Aha! New area unlocked. Yeah, well, bum, 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 bum. Ooh. Nice. New glasses. Extra logic, but less authority. That makes sense. I'm trying to gather some endurance, though. No, we're well off getting another level. It could take us a while. Anything in the can? 15 cents. Money is money. Rosemary, thyme, and a cactus, eh? Okay. Get on there. I don't think just randomly knocking on people's doors is going to endear us to the locals. But we're going to do it anyway. Okay. Alright, well, nothing there. There's a door we can use. Except it's locked. We're simultaneously making progress and no progress at all. I mean, I wasn't really hoping to take the shoes. I mean, it would have been funny if we did. Postcard. Oh, hey, look, a resident.
Give me a moment.
No worries.
The cold never does any good for my bronchitis. I'm fine. Fine. Don't you worry about me.
Alright, well, I tried.
Now, what do you want from me, policeman?
She's the cleaning lady. She knows the floor plan and the residence.
Yeah, looking for a young male in his mid-20s, dark hair, skinny build, a smoker on the balcony.
Yes, yes. I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always smoking like the devil, right?
Somewhere in the building, a child starts crying. You hear a radio tuned to a talk show and someone taking a shower.
What's he in trouble for?
No trouble. Just need to confirm some questions with him.
Talk? He lives upstairs in room 28. Go to the balcony. It's one of those doors there. He's usually home in the evening.
Thank you. We should go check out his apartment on the balcony. See if he's home.
Thank you very much, madam. Anything here? Someone has torn down the wall. Okay.
What happened here?
Well, yeah, you really can't stop someone living in an apartment when there's a hole in the wall.
Put your emotions aside. Try to focus on abstract, impersonal things.
Quick, better take a hit. Ah, I feel much better.
But this reeks of sadness. It will still be accessible through the apartment next to it. That one didn't have a door. Sadly, nothing of great value remains here.
There might be something in the fridge. Hey, XP. Ooh, nice. Health medicine. Number 8. It says we can talk to the door.
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The walking stops abruptly, but no one comes to the door. You can feel tension on the other side. A poor communard, from the looks of it. The room is barely bigger than a closet.
Okay, so it's a female voice. I don't want to scare her. I'm trying to be a reasonable officer this first run.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says, number 11. It's a solid lump of metal, but the shackle is deeply corroded. A solid pair of chain cutters would make short work of it. Better whip out those cutters. You won't get very far otherwise.
I have no cause for this. And I don't want Kim to get upset at me.
Yes?
No response. He just...
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
So what should I concentrate on?
The case at hand. It can work miracles. Focus on other people's...
A moment passes.
Alright, you seem to be very mad at me.
This door has been closed with a padlock. The shackle snaps like a twig, and the lock falls to the floor with a little
Rolled
thud.
perfectly for it anyway.
It should be possible to enter now.
After you, detective.
A plaster cast bust depicts a middle-aged man with impressive sideburns. The name on the plinth reads Kraz Marzov.
Kim, who is this?
He's known as the father of scientific communism, also known as Mazovianism. His theories about economic history greatly influenced, some would even say sparked, the anti-centennial revolution.
Okay, so I thought... I was thinking it was Karl Marx.
The White Star, the photos on the wall. I think we have broken into the apartment of a young communard. How fitting.
Rigorous self-critique.
Like, I love the art.
Here it is. Hard facts from the man you are. You once jerked off in the locker room and were caught. You held a young woman by the arm and kept her in your apartment for 20 minutes against her will. That's right. These are not flights of fancy.
Oh no.
These are real deeds, Harry, emerging from the darkness of your past. You tried shooting a fleeing suspect in the foot, but hit him in the pelvis, crippling him for life.
Oh no.
Above all, you let life defeat you. All the gifts your parents gave you, all the love and patience of your friends, you drowned in a neurotoxin. You let misery win, and it will keep on winning till you die, or overcome it.
Ooh. Int and psi red check failures heal 1 morale. Physical red check failures heal 1 health. Learning cap for pain threshold raised to 6. Neat. Book of Critical Theory on the Monstrosities of the Capital. Oh! Is this what's his nuts apartment? The guy from the bridge. 1 conceptualization minus 1 suggestion. Well, if I just put the nicer shirt on. Oh, it's a jacket. Okay. Well, when I need to conceptualize, that'll be good.
That isn't just a 5-pointed star. It's an inverted white pentagram cradled in a wreath of antlers, the iconography of communism, in other words.
I'll keep my armistice handy, Detective.
He doesn't actually reach for his gun. The Star and Antlers was developed in the 6th decade of the last century and quickly adopted by Mezov and the communards during the revolution.
There is so much world here, and it's just so thick you can't absorb any of it.
Today, half a century after, the Star and Antlers retains the ability to evoke hope, disappointment, and fear in equal measure. To symbolize the toppling of the old order. Also, some social democrats were already using it. The wreath of antlers represents a natural crown. It was about building a society that could exist in accord with the natural world, and at the same time above it.
Well, those are 2 diametrically opposed philosophies. You can't do that.
Because white is the color of peace. Nothing at all yet.
Oh, we can just go in here. Let's see. Oh, some beer. So drinking the beer makes me stronger. Makes me but minus 1 morale. Okay. One physique. Yeah, so that gives me 1 of that, which I imagine powers everything there up. Well, that would help with the door. I don't know if we're actually oh, it would also help with the endurance, actually. So if I mix that plus the ammonia... Okay, that might have actually been helpful. Anything over here? Ooh, nice, an extra morale. That's good. Alright, well, we'll come back to you. Because it's mostly been world exploring today, which is fine. But it's also just a case of, have we achieved anything? Because we know my gun was at the pawn shop, but not where it is now. We know... No, that's about all we learned, actually. Oh, goodness me. Okay. So, let's see. Right, so we want you for counting. Probably want that for going through the door. Okay. Oh, we're having a thing.
Well, hello. Someone seems to have found himself a bottle of alcohol. Here's where the magic happens.
Okay, electrochemistry. I am aware that this actually is your department. So this might actually be where you start talking. I'm meeting you halfway here. So, yes.
Light reflects off the green glass of the Commodore Red. The gods have been generous. Better pop it open before they change their minds. Wow, the gods of mass production have made this alcohol container laughably easy to open. A child could have done it. There's a satisfying pop. As
Well,
the
yes,
cork
we are
jumps out,
planning to take a
and
sip.
the hair on your back rises like an army at attention. You've been here before. Welcome back, detective. You're home now.
I'm doing this only because I want to.
Its rays filling your nostrils with sunshine. Your stomach melts from it into a happy, gooey mess. So does your mind. All the bad things are melting.
Secret task
You're
complete.
you again.
Have a drink.
In the bottom right corner of the screen, there's an alcohol button. Alcohol gives +1 to physique skills. Physical instrument, half light, electrochemistry, endurance, pain threshold.
From the void we came.
Excellent. That must be near leveling up again. Oh, I'm very near leveling up. Alright.
There he still is, looking right through you.
Alright, so
With his
we've got
white
the ammonia.
The body below
and we've
is
got
entirely
the drink.
to that.
Come on, baby.
You crack open the ammonia ampoule and
Haha!
the odor of death is still stronger.
Critical
It's the
success.
smell of the mind telling you to run.
Well, I didn't need the booze then, but the booze did give me some XP, so I'll take it.
Squinting, you stand in it.
They do after 7 days, yes. We are deep in decomposition here.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enameled boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders.
Those are
The
some
cargo belt
fancy
used
boots.
to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength. The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them. Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow. These are clearly not boots. They're armor, possibly part of a larger set.
Indeed. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots.
What's the difference?
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be. Under the heel. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff.
Well, where's the rest of it?
The locals probably scavenged it. It would be odd if he had more on after 7 days. We should keep a lookout for these species. The armor could yield information. This is one thing he might actually know.
Yep.
If you wear those pieces, it will help me protect your mortal coil.
Well, yeah. I mean, that would be amazing. You wear a full suit of kick-ass armor.
Photons dangle off the man's decaying form, ageless and synthetic.
It is. It's expensive. We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics.
How expensive we talking?
For a full set, about 4 years of wages.
Yeah, that's a lot.
As a wage, it's regrettably small. But for a piece of hardware, yes, that's a lot.
So who outfitted
That's for
him?
us to find out. My initial report on the area suggests he was a security guard for the harbor company. But that's just hearsay.
Yeah, they look pretty fancy for security guard.
This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
This feels dangerous. Are you sure? The stench fills your nostrils. As you push downward, an ominous creaking sound comes from above.
Stop! Pig's gonna pull his head off.
Brutal!
Yeah, okay. I'll go for the boots after we get him down.
You asshole! Why's he letting go, Kuno?
I don't know, baby. I don't know why he's such a...
Officer, if I may ask, what were you trying to achieve by putting on the deceased foot?
I was trying to take the boots off.
The cadaver slowly... The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch.
Well, yeah, that'd be all over the harbor. So...
Oh my, there's something on the belt. A familiar word that speaks to the thirst within you. Vermilion, in yellow letters, along the length of the twisting cargo belt.
Yay, level up thanks to the...
For vermilion
boots.
golden spirits lets you decipher the fading logo of the local brewery.
Extremely. Industrial strength. The kind used for tying cargo to lorries.
Like in a harbor?
Yes, it looks like they use whatever was on hand, paying no attention to not incriminating themselves. It's not merely polyester, it's steel reinforced. See these lines? This is where the wires run. I see rabbits for more than 20 strands. This makes getting him down much more problematic than I had assumed.
Yeah, it's a very, very strong rope.
The brief suggested as much, politically motivated by the ongoing strike. Did you not get a briefing?
I mean, I probably did, but I've probably drunk it away.
Okay, you should ask me for one the first moment we get.
So how'd they get him up there?
The news is one of those things that's easier to use one way around.
Yes, but if he was in armor, he would have been heavy.
That ladder can't carry a grown man. I didn't see any splintering either, did you? I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt to close the buckle.
Could be. The shape of the branch supports the theory. The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt. An intricate web of blue lines stretches
Yay!
across the torso,
We're achieving things.
from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart. His corpse is marked by stars. Alcohol and heartbreak.
Fair.
Your fist clenches suddenly.
It will be riddled with disco.
Decay is creeping on the tattoo. Already, most of the canvas that's holding it has darkened. Now, it disintegrates slowly, letting out a stink.
Is that a map of the night sky?
Map of the stars. I do see some similarity to astronomical charts. Great century Messinian, maybe. But this seems more particular. Customized somehow.
As if someone left out most of the night sky, filtering it through personal choice. The principle of this filter remains unknown to you. The thought dissipates, and you feel as though you were only half right.
So am I.
Oh?
He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some sort of camera.
Oh, the long, thin ones. I remember those.
A Truget Sunshine. Mini.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
An instant color camera. I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
Like, someone's put a lot of work into the art and writing on this.
In case we need it. Yes, it is pretty cool, isn't it?
There is only one ampoule left. Use it wisely.
Well, keep track of his
It contains
tattoos,
insight
yeah?
to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter. To us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around. Here, a souvenir. Don't lose it.
The glassy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow on the photo
So
paper.
how do we get him
Are
down?
you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's done.
Okay, okay.
The cadaver slow. His eyes are milky white and blind to the world.
Well, yeah, they would be.
Protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home. Just subaquatic terrors there. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess.
Alright, let's see. Do we have a repeating skill? Logic, visual calculus, rhetoric. Okay, rhetoric and rhetoric. Conceptualization. Conceptualization. Okay. Well, if we can finish this and still say tipsy, we'll try and smash down the door again. Alright. Come on.
I'm gone.
Whoa! It's speaking to me.
Into the wild pale yonder. In the past. Way out in the west. I'm a joke. Look at me.
Well, who were you when you were alive, friend?
A killer. A motherfucker. And a killer.
Takes one to know one.
Go ahead. What do you mean?
I'm talking to you.
The power of your imagination.
There. I mean, I did just take a huge swig of
Go
drink.
ahead. Ask me more questions because you're a copperoonie. Look at all of them go. Do you want more questions? Here you go, you loony. Because you have.
Oh no.
Come back later, Corpo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also, see me in your dreams.
Weird.
As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink. This is a trick. You've done it before. Pink is where the blood settled in the first hours post-mortem. You can use it to see if the corpse has been tampered with. Does his position at the time of death match the discoloration? Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air.
I see it. His neck too. The lividity goes right up his chin. We have good, well-pronounced discoloration here.
How did I know to do that?
The monster comes back into focus, an explosion of color, coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something. Black liquid streams down his thigh and onto his boot.
So, what do you think?
Yeah, I think he was, like, he just died hanging here, then people pinataed him.
Agreed, especially on the neck. The belt acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis supports a hanging. Everything here seems to corroborate that assumption, but we should still get him down before assigning a probable cause of death. I do. Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them. The delinquents have made our jobs harder with their little sport.
Stop talking in riddles, coin slot.
Alright, well, you bruised the fuck out of him because you've been throwing rocks at him, you little shit. There, how's that for nice and clear?
It means you fucked him up good, Kuno. Fucked him up brutal-like.
Well, there you go. See, she's smarter than you.
But there is no breath to catch. Only...
The steel-reinforced belt presents a unique...
Ooh, a lot more EXP,
approach
nice.
computers, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt. The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting it.
Even if we do that, we still have to get up there.
Climb up there and saw the branch? There has to be a less risky way, with less falling down of trees.
Yeah! Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head off!
How?
Where the buckle ties the rope to the branch. That's a good spot to aim.
Where? Ah, yes, I see. If the shot hits that, there might be a chance to release the belt.
Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain a Kuno with some shit.
They'll miss! The pigs will miss Kuno.
What else can we do?
Oh yeah, do this shit! Fuck it up!
The lieutenant's brow is furrowed. He appears too deep in concentration to even notice what you said.
Alright, so I need to do my own shot. Need to have got my own gun then.
I'll blow his head off.
Take it! Take the shot!
Yeah, take the shot. Kuno wants some of that shit.
Silence. With his elbow sharp, the lieutenant unzips his jacket and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel. separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks.
Oh, so it's still flintlock. Interesting.
Securing it in place. He then steps back and assumes the fellow's desk position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches. His finger is on the trigger.
Let him concentrate.
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts in the air as the lieutenant steps back and says to himself,
God damn it.
Fucking idiot! Mookaba asshole!
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
Yeah, it's alright, buddy. It was a small target.
Kuno's sorry too. Kuno feels sorry for the Beano Clad.
The lieutenant doesn't say a word, just looks at the gun in his hand.
No, we are lucky as it is. We didn't break anything, and the victim remains uncompromised. Any more mistakes could put us... I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assistance.
Maybe we can ask some help from the harbor? Although, I mean, they're the ones who put him up there, but...
I was really hoping we wouldn't. The Union appear to be suspect in this case. It seems like a dangerous route to go down.
It does.
It's unsafe. But what other options? The corpse twists on the belt, like chicken.
Someone else? You mean like the police? Sadly, yes. I know it's hard, but I assure you, the others won't come to help us. And we have a growing sanitary concern here. We need to get him down. It's bad as it is. Us shooting firearms like punks. Go ahead. I'm not stopping you. Just don't lose it.
They only have one gun!
This is the sorriest pair of pigs Kuno's ever seen.
I mean, you're not wrong, but... Come on.
Yeah, take it, you fucking banani pointer! Take it and shoot yourself in the mouth!
What are these insults?
The cold piece of bakelite and gunmetal is surprisingly light. Your fingers fit right through the guard, instinctively resting on the trigger.
The fuck are you waiting for, Kuno? Tell him to shoot himself in the mouth!
Kuno is silent. Aggression gathers in the air. The trigger feels delicate and ready to break under your finger. The buckle comes into focus in your sights. You stand with your feet planted firmly in the ground and your left hand supporting your gun arm.
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth? At least you won't miss.
No, let's not do that.
Or what? You gonna fuck me? You wanna fuck me, pig? Is that what this is about?
I wish I could auto-save right now.
Your field of view narrows. The branch slowly moves, becoming entirely two-dimensional. The slow movement of the branch in the wind and your shoulders directly sync up, dancing hypnotically.
Look, he's crying. You gonna cry now, fucking faggoty?
No, I'm closing my eye to get a better shot. Damn it.
A plume of smoke erupts from the barrel. Your hand goes numb from the explosion. With your ears still ringing, you lower the weapon to see what happened. You missed the belt, but hit the corpse straight in the chest. Bits of ribcage.
Oh my god, he's gonna fucking cry. I knew it. What a mulko.
Yeah, no.
Police work is overrated. It is trying and stressful. However, it is still our job to get the dead body down from the tree.
It's not the gun's fault you can't shoot. It's your pig hands.
I mean, you're not wrong, but still.
Pigs don't have hands. They have, like, fucking hooves or something.
Kuno has hands. Kuno can shoot that shit down for you.
This seems like a horrible idea. But we need to deal with this before end of stream. I don't trust you.
We still need to get him down, the bad way. The way I didn't want us to. By asking the harbor for help. They have the tools and the men. If they put him out there, they can take him down too. To ask the suspects for help with the victim's body? To be indebted to Evrard Clare? Very much, yes. Which is why I would have preferred us to accomplish this feat ourselves.
Well, we
Clearly
tried.
we can't.
Yeah.
Suck my dick, bitches!
Hooray for us.
Well, that sucks. Wait a minute. Oh. Okay. Wait, I've been sitting here for 25 minutes? Really? Now I'm curious. Yeah, I've still got all 4 uses of my drink. Huh. Interesting.
There he still is, looking right through you.
Interesting. Well, that's the 3-hour mark. And I mean, we've kind of made some progress today. We will return to this next Wednesday, and hopefully I'll remember what's happening, because there's a lot of talking in this game, and a lot of it's very, very confusing. Well, I am quite pickled and confused. So let's see if we can solve this case next time. Remember, I'm King Kez, one of the King Up and King of the Stream in this box. Thank you everyone for watching. All the welcome in the Cardboard Kingdom. And any that decide to stay, get a cardboard box full of blankets and snacks. Good night, everybody. We have no one to read out to, so just bye-bye.